Now, the next cybersecurity best practices is segment your network or network segmentation. What is the meaning of network segmentation? It is a crucial cybersecurity best practice. It involves dividing your network into smaller, more manageable segments. If breach occurs in one segment, the impact is limited to that specific area, preventing the spread of malicious activity laterally across the entire network. We understand the same with the help of example. Suppose if you have a very large network, and here are the network devices or computer systems. All are interconnected. This large network is having its firewall, security policies, etc. If there is a cyber attack, what will happen? And if we have the same computer systems but with segmentation, and here in case of network segmentation, all are having their own firewall, separate firewall, all is having separate firewall, each is having their own security procedures or security policies, access controls separate, everything is separate. So in case of a cyber attack, what will happen? In the case of a large network, it may be possible that the impact will be much more, damage will be more, because the cyber attack may result into deletion of data of your computer systems or unauthorized access to your computer systems. Because all the computers are interconnected, it is a large network. But in the case of network segmentation, if there is a cyber attack, suppose in this segment, what will happen? The impact will be limited, because the if the cyber attacker or hacker is in a position to unauthorizedly access this segment, then it will not be in a position to have access to these segments. In the case of large segment or large network, the cyber attacker will have the opportunity to unauthorized access to all the network. But in the case of smaller networks, it is not so, because each smaller segment will have its own firewall, its own security policies. In the case of network segmentation, the monitoring is improved. When you see any unusual activity in particular segment, then the cybersecurity experts will become cautious. So they will take proper action immediately in the case of network segmentation. But in the case of large network, the damage will be much more. In the case of smaller networks, we can have a separate segment to store sensitive information. To store sensitive information, we have a separate segment, and we can adopt proper access control so that only the authorized persons can get access to that segment. It may be also possible that There are some regulatory requirements that which the organization has to follow, such as there is a regulatory requirement PCI DSS for payment data. These type of regulations, PCI DSS regulations, such other regulations require specific security controls for sensitive data. In an organization, we may be having separate departments such as HR, IT, finance. So we can have separate segments from the point of view of cybersecurity. And for all these different segments, we can have separate firewalls, security practices, strict access controls. So, such type of network segmentation will ensure that the person working in one department will not have the access to the computer systems or the data lying in the computer systems of the other departments. By implying network segmentation, you can significantly strengthen your organization's network security posture, cyber security posture. You can strengthen the cyber security posture of your organization. So we must adopt network segmentation in case we are having large number of computers and in case of large number of network devices. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.